We do have breaking news about the 49ers who have gotten better on the edge. They have signed Leonard Floyd. Big-time edge help, as he's described by Ian Rappaport, to 2-year, $20 million deal worth up to $24 million. That is not an awful lot of money for the kind of production that he's been giving over the last few years. At least 9 sacks in each of his last 4 seasons, 10.5 sacks last season with the Buffalo Bills. He helped the Rams win it all just a couple of years ago. Good player at a price that I don't think you can argue with. This allows the 49ers to dip back into the pool, maybe get that D tackle like DJ Jones that we were talking about for so many hours this morning. There is flexibility built around this. Good signing. They didn't have to splash a lot of cash for this signing, and I just think it makes sense. You can't shake a stick at it. I don't think you can hate this deal. I don't think you're going to bend over backwards and say the parade goes straight up Market Street. That's it. Job done. Nice job, everyone. See you at the draft. There's still more work to do here for the 49ers in free agency. But Leonard Floyd is a good player. He's a productive player. He's productive over several seasons. I even said to Larry, it feels like I've been talking about him for 30 years. That's because the Chicago Bears drafted him back in 2016. So he was on my radar since the dawn of his career. Kind of followed him around, bounced around. Good player. So I think the 49ers got themselves a decent player with Leonard Floyd right there. Obviously, the big news about the Niners today is that Eric Armstead is officially out. This was reported on Sunday night. And all you can say about Eric Armstead, he's a hell of a human being. He is a good football player. He served the 49ers very well for 9 years, but when offered the opportunity to stick around to reach that 10th year with the Niners by restructuring, Eric Armstead said thanks for the memories himself. A mutual uncoupling. You go, your own separate ways, and that's the way it's just going to go. It's a $28 million cap hit. $28.53 million against the salary cap. If they wait until June to actually do it, they're going to save an awful lot of money. $18 million. If they do it like today, they only get to save $2.4 million in dead cap space. So this will probably be posted in June. But there you go. Eric Armstead, good 49er. No Pro Bowls, no All Pros, good player, not great player. I don't know if he's easy to replace because, again, defensive linemen don't do things that are just popping in box scores, but I don't think that Eric Armstead is in the land of irreplaceable production, especially as he becomes a little bit more bit by injury at this point in his career. So a very, very interesting day becomes more interesting for the 49ers now that we have the fact that Leonard Floyd has signed as their new edge rusher to complement Nick Bosa on the other end. What does this mean for Chase Young? We still don't know. Haven't seen his name pop up or associated with any other team. I've probably hit the refresh button today on the likes of Adam Schefter, Tom Pelissero, and Ian Rappaport's Twitter page over and over again. It is Leonard Floyd joining the San Francisco 49ers. Again, the deal is a 2-year, $20 million deal worth up to $24 million, $12 million guaranteed in year 1. So it's basically a 1-year flyer for $12 million on Leonard Floyd. Let's see if it pays out. Again, 10.5 sacks, which would have made him. Did Bosa get to 10.5 or did he get stuck at 10? I can't remember. It would put him right among the sack leaders with the 49ers on just last year's team. He's had 9 in at least his last 4 seasons, so he's no flash in the pan. He is steady, productive, and he has been a champion. Helped the Los Angeles Rams win it all just a couple of years ago. So interesting move, prudent move, smart move for Parag and company. It's not a sexy move, but it's a pretty good move. Still no word on Kyle Juszczyk, who a lot of people have picked to be the next cap tough cut casualty for the 49ers. Again, I don't know if anybody else is looking at how to keep Juszczyk in the room through the prism of, well, his wife is doing nice, brisk business with the 49ers with her designer jackets and things that Taylor Swift is rocking. Is there a way to convince your starting fullback that staying in San Francisco is better for his wife's now officially NFL licensed merchandise business than it would be, say, so congratulations, you're the next starting fullback for the New Orleans Saints or the Tennessee Titans or the Minnesota Vikings, whatever. I mean, the 49ers have proven themselves to be one of the most relentlessly obsessed over and paid attention to teams in all sports. I think that Kyle Juszczyk's wife, Kristen, can do millions of dollars of more business being the wife of a 49er fullback than the wife of just about any other team's fullback. Now, maybe I'm totally nuts and I don't know what I'm talking about, and my hypothesis is moronic. You can tell me. I'm sure you will. But I think that there is an element there to talk about how the Niners give his wife's platform, which could be more valuable to the Juszczyks over the next 2-3 seasons than the remaining 2-3 seasons that Kyle even has in the NFL. I think there's something there. I don't know. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe I'm right. I really don't know. But here we go. Free agency. Even if it weren't an indicator that the Leonard Floyd signing means all of a sudden you are going to do much more in free agency, I think it allows you to get the Brandon Ayuk deal done. I think it's a smart move. It's a smart move. The more I think about it, the more I like it. I really do. Now, Bosa for a veteran minimum on a prove-it deal, like you'd be trading for that guy. Unless the Chargers waive him. And I think that's what the game of chicken that everyone's waiting for. Are they going to actually waive either Bosa or Khalil Mack? And I can tell you right now, should either of those transactions become a reality, you're going to see more than the San Francisco 49ers interested in both players. Now, maybe the Bosa brothers appeal would make that, with Brandon Staley, possibly a choice for either Bosa or Mack. But I'm going to tell you, I don't care that Khalil Mack isn't related to any current 49er. I'd much rather have that guy. Khalil Mack had 17 sacks last year. Azeez Al-Shaair is a name that people keep talking about. I don't know why it would take anything more than a phone call to sign Azeez Al-Shaair. He wants to be back, I believe, with the 49ers. So I don't think that is a really big deal. I mean, I think that should be an easy to fit signing.
Thanks for watching. Tune into the Damon Bruce Show live on YouTube every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific.